Here we have a new 2025 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Now this one comes in the LT trim level. We get front wheel drive. The beautiful marina blue metallic is the paint color. And then we have jet black cloth interior. For the powertrain, we get a 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, made it to a continuously variable transmission. And I just love how this blue shines in the sunlight. But as we come around to the front end here, LED daytime running lights and LED headlamps. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But really love the styling here, especially with this blue, getting the chrome centerpiece there and then having that brushed aluminum down there on the bumper. Looks like a dolphin. Down here to these wheels, we get 17-inch aluminum. Like that design there. Like the body color mirrors. Nice touch. We get passive keyless entry on the front 2 doors. Power door lock controls are here. Power mirrors, rear window lock. And then we have one touch automatic up and down for the driver's side window, and then express down for the other 3 windows. Blind spot monitors are in the side mirror as this one is equipped. Bottle holder, power lift gate as this one's equipped. And then we have our automatic lights there. Hood release, manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat. We get 2-way power lumbar support there. I want to give a huge thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Trailblazer today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find something closer to home, you want to make sure you get the best possible price, just click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out that information, and I'll get your local dealers to work for you. Now this one stickers for $28,475 as equipped. We get the driver confidence package, that marina blue metallic, cold weather package, and that convenience package. So really like how this one is equipped for the money. Now I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so let's see what we got here. So, not terrible room, especially for this size vehicle. Get seat back pockets on both sides. Down here we get a USB-A, USB-C charge port, and then one of my favorite things to have in a vehicle is the 3-prong, either 115 or 120 volt household plug-in. So you can plug in your laptop if you need to. There's a view of the front from back here. Middle seat folds down, and bottle holders in the middle. And then up here we have the grab handle, and then you can hang a plastic hanger or a couple metal hangers on there. Looks like this one has the child lock enabled. So I'll show you how to activate that. Just manually on the side, lock there, unlock there. Gas cap. Now these do take E85, which is nice if you want to have that flexibility. I don't ever use E85 even when I could, but again, it's nice to have that. There's look at the back end. Parking sensors are integrated in that rear bumper. Look underneath. There's the exhaust. And we do have the power lift gate, so we just have to push that button. It'll open up by itself. Now, as you can see on the back seat, we do have the top tethers for the car seats. Pretty easy to get to, just you can run it through the headrest there. And I like that we can move these for that reason, so I don't have to necessarily squeeze it through there. But we have the side pockets on both sides there if you want to keep things in the back without them rolling around. There is the spare tire, and then the jack and everything is underneath the little hub there. And then we have the LED lights for the license plate. Now to the rear passenger side, if you ever want to fold this seat down, make sure the seat belt's hooked on here, and then you can just click that. Folds down, you can run longer objects, and then it's pretty easy to just slap it back into place. And then you have your rear side airbags in the seat there. And then to the front passenger seat, that's going to be manual. Glove compartment there. And as we come back around to the front here, just going to take a quick look in the engine bay. There's that 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat, take a quick look at what we get there. So as opposed to the LS and this LT, we do get an upgraded leather wrap steering wheel, which is nice, feels good. Here's the horn there. Now to the radio, we get wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, and then AM, FM, XM radio, along with your Bluetooth there. Gauges are in here, so your trip meter, battery voltage, coolant temp, and then you have your tire pressure monitors, oil life, and then your air filter life there. And then your settings, you can go in here and change your language or units of measurement, as well as toggle your team driver or rear seat reminder. And then one of my favorite features is going to be having the climate controls in the screen, so we can control the fan temperature there, fan direction, and so on and so forth, even cut the whole system on or off. But if you don't like that, you have your gauges down here below for the single zone automatic climate controls. 3-stage heated front seats, nice to have that. 12 volt USB-C, USB-A. We get the wireless charging pad in this one. Then auto stop toggle, traction control toggle, and your lane keeping assist. You can turn that on or off there. Now this one does have the CVT, which you can put into gear by pulling this lever, reverse and neutral drive. Then you have your low gear, you can manually shift, and you'll get those kind of simulated shifts, and it'll show you where you are in that bottom part of the gauge cluster there. You have 7 different levels. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage. Hit the brake, press down to disengage. Bottle holders, little storage there, and then a center console cubby space with a removable tray. OnStar's there. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. Now I do like that we have the vanity mirror that does have the nice kind of, I always say, the airplane lavatory lights. But back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are here. When the low beams are on, you can toggle your high beams there, flash there. Then you have the auto high beam toggle. You can turn those on or off with that button. And over here we have our intermittent wipers. One time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here. Rear wiper fluids there. Push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle track list or radio station favorites. And then behind on the right side, we can toggle volume up, down there. Now we do have standard cruise here. We can turn that on or off with the touch of a button. Cancel, set the speed. Gap adjust for your forward collision alert is there. And then we have a heated steering wheel toggle there. Mute button, voice recognition, audio sources. Just push that and then we can use the scroll bar to go through those. And then your Bluetooth button is there and you'll get those options when you actually have it hooked up. And then you can just press this and then you can pull up your gauge faces. So 5 different options there depending on what you want to see in the middle. Push button start. Here's the key fob with remote start. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Trailblazer LT with a 1.2 3-cylinder engine out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Trailblazer LT, I'm glad I drove this back to back with an LS that had all-wheel drive with the 1.3 and the 9-speed, because comparatively, I can't really see a difference right off the bat in terms of the acceleration pulling out of the parking lot there. The CVT, I feel like, gets this thing up to speed quicker because you're not having to worry about the shift points or necessarily the gear ratio, but it does have a bit more of a grunt to it, I think, as well. And I think that does have to do with just the immediate pull you get from the continuously variable transmission. But I'd love to have these in like a head-to-head race. I just think that would be interesting to see. But I'm gonna give it a pull here. Here we go. So wasn't flooring it by any means. This is a new car, so I don't want to thrash it. But I did give it a little something in it. It's pretty quick. The turbo does its thing here. Now just cruising down the road here, wind noise is minimal. Road noise, you can't really hear it unless you're looking for it. And solid ride quality here. I like how it's not necessarily buttery smooth, but it's very, very good. I can still feel the road while getting a comfortable ride. And I just think that you get, the way this one is equipped, this is probably the way to go if you just want a few more creature comforts as opposed to the LS, because the LS does give you quite a bit, especially if you get the optional confidence and convenience package. This one here, I still have my blind spot monitors. I get the heated seats, the single zone automatic climate, heated steering wheel is a nice touch. This one has again, a few packages, but I just like how this one's equipped to be under $30,000. You can get an RS or something that's pretty nice, over 30 grand a little bit, but if you want to stay under that 30,000 mark, this is the way to go, especially with this $400 optional Marina Blue Metallic. Now, again, for the money, I think this is pretty nice. But you do have other options out there. You could go with a Kona. You could go with an HRV. But I think this is... Now, there are some days where the HRV looks like a Urus from a distance, I'm not going to lie. But up close and personal, I feel like this is the best looking compact SUV in this class. Now the new kicks, I don't necessarily, all compact SUVs are kind of in the same class now because people will just make it bigger one year or make it smaller another year or add a new model or whatever. So obviously it does have competition, but especially, I can't say enough about this blue. This is the way I would get mine. Whether I got it in an RS, an LT, an LS, it's just worth the $400 for me to have something that's this nice. Now I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Trailblazer today. I'll leave a link below in the description. They do offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on their new vehicles, so whether you have a V8, 3-cylinder turbo, 4-cylinder turbos, V6, whatever, 9-speed, automatic, CVT, as long as you keep up with the maintenance, all of your parts for your drivetrain is covered under their lifetime powertrain warranty. You just pay a small deductible. And if you're looking to get the best price on a vehicle closer to you, you don't want to necessarily travel out this far, just make sure you click that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out that information, and I'll get your local dealers fighting to get you the best price on one of these or any new vehicle. But the Trailblazer is nice, especially for commuting. You get the best of everything: fuel economy, pretty decent acceleration, and the features that you get here are nice as well. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Chevrolet Trailblazer LT.